the strongest Shinigami in Bleach. I'm talking about none other than Ichibe Hyosube. Before Ichibei, there was no Bankai, no Shikai, or even Soul Society. This man named everything, all through his epithet of a monk who calls the real name. But what puts Ichibei on a completely different level is, of course, his Zanpakuto, Ichimonji. In English, it literally means one written character. Ichimonji's sealed form takes the shape of a large calligraphy brush, which Ichibei uses to write characters that carries the power of their meaning. On top of that, Ichimonji has a unique ability called conceal or hidden. It showcases one of the craziest feats in all of Bleach by hiding the entire palace from sight with this ability. Another base skill of Ichibei's Ichimonji is seal, which creates a boundary that cannot be passed, as we saw with his fight against Yhwach. In fact, Ichibei's power over the names of everything is exactly what makes him broken. Now, don't be fooled by the brush look of his Zanpakuto, as it is sharper than any sword, being able to not only cut flesh but the very names and properties that lies within their meanings. It can manipulate the metaphysical representation of these names, which grants him power over his target. Like when Ichibei landed a blow on Yhwach's arm, he reduced the physical capabilities of it by half, as with one swift swipe Yhwach only has an AR. You get it? AR, because you know the M is missing. This is called name severing, and losing half the name is reflected on the strength of what it represents. All of this is before Yhwach even activates his Shikai through the command paint it black. His brush transforms into a glaive, replacing the hairs with a sharp blade. Additionally, a large halo of black ink is presented behind Ichibei. This is the power of black, where the color black from all beings, soul reapers, Quincy's, the dead and the living, all the blacklist in the world are his to control. Whenever Ichibei swings Ichimonji, its blade releases black ink. Anything that this ink covers loses its name, and thus its meaning and powers. So Ichibei's ability to erase the names of things its ink covers literally nullifies anything you could throw at this man. This power is almost like filling everything in darkness, where its name cannot be seen. Thus, it does not exist. Not even Yhwach's Quincy Cross can evade it. Getting frustrated by this ability, Yhwach tries to steal this power using Shanked Altar, but it doesn't work because Ichimonji's ability cannot be used by anyone other than Ichibei, as it is black. Listen, Ichibei literally is the master of all the color black in the universe. So even if it was used against him, he would have control over it. This ability isn't just limited to Zanpakuto or body parts, as he paints Yhwach in black, causing the Quincy King to be cut from the world itself. But it doesn't stop there, as being the monk who calls the real names, he can give Yhwach a new name through his Bankai, the white brush Shirafude Ichimonji, which replaces his black ink halo with white ink. Ichimonji Shikai can erase a name through the black ink, then using Shirafude, he then gives it a new name and a new meaning altogether. In chapter 24 of the Bleach light novel Can't Fear Your Own World, we learn that Ichibei's only weakness is that his power of blackness is ineffective against someone with the power of the Soul King in them. That's why Yhwach was able to reverse its effect. But Ichibei's brokenness doesn't stop there. Ichibei brings forth a huge heap of blackness from all over the surroundings into a cup and drinks it, which creates a large mausoleum with a fence in front of the shattered blackness, calling it Futen Tai Satsuryo. This ability takes away all the darkness in his opponent, including their flesh, blood, bones, until nothing is left but their absolute destruction, where they won't even be able to reincarnate afterwards. Finally, with the Hell arc of Bleach happening in the future, I'm sure the Mad Monk will make an appearance again with his broken ass powers.